Hello, welcome to part 62 of this Airbnb clone Ruby on Rails series. And in last video, we had set up this sidebar correctly so that we can switch between profiles and reservations and payments. Um, we'll see this later, but I have a bit problem why it is shifting. At least the header should not shift. Maybe there is something left, right scrolling. Nope. Okay, no worries. I'll see that later. Okay, so what we will do is in reservation and payments, we'll show some details and start working on it. I'll first show the data and later on work on the UI, something like that. Let's see. So we can go to our reservations controller and we want what information we want to show. Each reservation will have a payment related detail and a property related detail. So basically, we want to show reservations, and in that we'll show payments also. In that we'll show review section also. In that we'll show property section also. So let's start. I'll create a instance variable reservations is equals to. There are two ways in which we can access this. Either reservation.find by then mention the user ID, or a better way would be, I think we already have it. We can go to our user. By the way, I have added few gems. Let me find those gems. Ruby Rails UI. Okay, no worries. I'll go through that later. But basically, I've added some gems because of which I'm getting these suggestions. I'm not focused on them right now. At some point, I'll explain what all extensions I've added, not gems, sorry, extensions I've added. So if you go to user, you can access their reservations and as well as reserved properties. So to, let's do it via current user path only. Current user dot reservations. Okay. Now let's check this first. Refresh. Because I have written raise, it will directly show the controller, the console. And here we can use everything which has been written above this. So we can use this at the reservations. At the reservations. Let me increase the font size. Sorry. Enter, and we are getting that reservation details. There is one reservation currently, no, two, ID 3 and ID 4. Okay, so let's do some more details. We have got reservation. We can show reservation related details like the check-in date, check-out date, those kind of things. Let's see if we have payment details also. So for that, at the rate reservations dot first, because I just want to get any object from this array, right? Dot payment, enter, and we get the payment details also. And finally, property, enter, and we get the property details also. So basically, everything is set up for us. We just have to render it correctly. So it doesn't have exit. Let's do this. Refresh, decrease font size, and I'll just show these details here. So what I'll do is I'll extract this text out of this card, and then I'll create cards for each and every item. So I'll I'll change the UI, but at this point you can do this on your own. You can directly skip to last 1 or 2 minutes of the video and see what all things I have done. Um, so yeah, I would have, although my watch time on the YouTube will decrease, but I would appreciate that you do this on your own. It would be a better practice. So let's go to our views, not layouts, reservations, show. Now, first, as I mentioned, let me extract this, refresh, and it is way on top. So what I can do is I can still keep this main, but let's get rid of this border and all those kind of things. And as well as let's get rid of this also. Great. And we need to fix margin top also. So for that, and we have this in a bit better way. And now below this, I'll show all the items. So what I'll do is I'll copy border rounded this. Okay. Open embedded Ruby code. Uh, we have our instance variable which is at that reservations. Let's use that reservations dot each do. Now let's create a div inside this slash div. Uh, Maybe we should have a grid here. Sorry, flex box outside. I'm just thinking. Yeah, let's wrap this up in a div. Flex, and in this class, what were the properties here? Border rounded empty. Okay, border rounded empty. And for now, what we can do is I want to show minified details of property. So there are two ways where we have used that. One is in share, which is this, and another one is in reserve, this one. So what I'll do is I'll copy this entire content first. It looks a bit better. So this is properties bookings. Okay. So let's go here. Properties, no, bookings, new. And in that, let's take this side item and maybe directly copy this. Let's see how it goes. We don't need this border margin. Column. Let's not worry about this. And instead of this, let's go reservation dot property. Let's do same thing for all other properties. Find. I have made a mistake, but okay. Property. So that has been fixed. Anything else that I have to worry about? Reservation property, price, service fee, base fare, those kind of the deal. This will come from our payment, right? So we can use reservation dot payment dot what was this? Base fare. Reservation dot payment dot base fare. Let's see. I'm just trying this out quickly. We'll see if we'll get any error. Service fee should be like this. Dot total amount. Anything else should I consider here? Total nights. This will get calculated. So what we can do is instead of doing this, For now, I will write one and we'll see this detail later. Let's see. Uh, Refresh. Got it. We have some issues, but let's try to fix this. First is this equals to, because of which this data is coming. So let's refresh this. Second is showing off these cards correctly, but I want this as flex column. Okay. Now, why is it not taking full width? Width, 24, width, empty for this min. Let's say inspect. Okay, so it's a problem on bigger screens only. So I should search for LG. Yes. Yep, got fixed a bit. Great. So now we have to fix it correctly. Still not convinced why this flex is taking, this is also taking less width, this is also taking less width. Why this main item is taking less width? So for that, we can go to the previous show item that we had created in our views profiles show. Go to main. Okay, flex auto. Refresh. And it got fixed. Doesn't look best, but at least doesn't look worse also. We need this padding. So what I can do is px8 should be always. So that got fixed. Not here. Refresh. Yeah, let's keep it like this. And we have this. Um, Anything else should I focus on? So now there are three things that I have to show. One is the four things. Reservation related details, pricing related details, uh, property related details, and finally adding a review, right? So what we will do is we are showing the property details at the top. Now let's show reservation related details. So for that, again, I can go to this same thing, your trip, this. But before that, let's fix this one, right? How can we do that? I think we can directly make this here. Reservation dot property, no, reservation dot checkout date minus reservation dot check-in date. And let's refresh, and it is 5 by 1. How did we fix it earlier? Let's go here. Let's go to its controller, uh, bookings controller, and in that, total nights, number of nights is this, 2i. And it got fixed 5 nights. Maybe we can break this into two parts. Right side, no. I'm just thinking how I can make it a bit better. Won't focus a lot on this because on smaller devices it will automatically look better. Let's do this. Let's go to this div, copy, and paste. But instead of price details, let's write trip details. And to show trip details, we can show check-in and check-out date. So in first text, I'll write dates, and in second, I'll write at the rate reservation dot check-in date, but it should be a Ruby code, embedded Ruby code. Reservation dot checkout date. Let's see. And it looks a bit bad. We will have to convert it correctly. So for that, we can go to again same thing. Let's go to its original code, which is bookings controller. In that date.parse, we can use this directly. Let's try it in our embedded Ruby code. And refresh. No, implicit conversion date into string. Bookings controller. Okay, no worries. We can keep it like this. You can go in depth if you want to. I think it's not worth it to spend time on this right now. But I don't want this Airbnb service, so I'll get rid of this. I want a divider in between similar to this. So for that, let's copy this and paste it. Refresh, looks a bit better. It becomes a bit hard to read. That's why. Convert string to. Okay, I know how we will do this. For now, we will keep it like this. Later on, we will create helper classes, and in that, we will keep all these logic related things. So that would make things a bit more cleaner. Refresh. Dates look good. Number of nights is mentioned here already. This is mentioned, this is mentioned. Anything else? So reservation related details are mentioned, pricing, payment related details are mentioned, booking related details are mentioned, and finally we have to do review related detail. So for that, we will do that in next video. I'll keep it this video short, 20 minutes is good. So even so in next video we'll basically work on the review part. There will be two types of things. One, either you want to add a review, or two, either you have already added a review and we are showing it. So we'll see how we can do that. And yeah, overall it looks good to me. So I hope it makes sense. And in next video, we will continue this. And please subscribe to these videos. It does require a lot of efforts. Margin top 8 for now. Yeah, first time. Great. 6, 4. Okay, now it looks a bit better. That's it. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.